and welcome back to my channel. So this week again I had some problems with making the content on Friday. Last week it was because it was a national holiday in the Netherlands, so my children were home for the spring holiday and I didn't have time to work. I had only one day. And yesterday, actually the day before yesterday, my son got ill with the flu, and so the children were home again, and I couldn't do the editing or record the voiceover, and I'm doing that today. It's a beautiful day with a lot of sun, so I have been working a bit in the garden, and now I have a small moment to record this intro for the video. So since a lot of mom things got in the way lately, I thought it would be appropriate to make expectations, our definition of success and how things should go, the topic of a short chat I'm going to do as a voiceover for the painting. You see me standing right now in front of the works I made in the past videos. So this one with the apples is kind of done right now. And at the start of the week I got a very nice bouquet of, can you see it? Bouquet of flowers from my husband as a present because I passed the exam for my driver's license. And I thought it would be nice to paint it, but I had so much difficulty with the light changing here. It is a very small room, and when the light changes, you practically don't see anything anymore. So when there is a cloud or when there is sun, then everything reflects a lot. And yeah, I was struggling so much that I think I will not finish the painting anymore, and I regard it only as a lesson. So there is a lot of recorded painting in this video. Let's dive into it immediately. Do you also often wonder if you are the only one who makes mistakes? Or the only one who's having trouble to find the right artistic path, or to find enough time to paint? When I look at fellow artists, I am often amazed, not only artists but also other ways creative people, I'm often amazed at how productive they all seem to be on the internet. Very often advice is given on how to be a successful artist, by independent, very young artists with no children, or by men, which is all very well because they are free to say whatever they want and free to share what they think. But since there are but little mom artists out there who give any advice on how to manage your art business while also being there for your family, I think we get a very distorted view on what are realistic goals to be a successful artist for mothers. No, a mom with little children cannot post on social media every day or paint every day, and at the same time also actively look for opportunities to show her work, to do business administration, and so on. Well, at least not if she also wants to spend some time with the little ones anyway, which obviously every mom wants. So if you are a young mother and you're struggling to make your art business work and feel like success is not meant for you, then please let's redefine success. I have also been there. I also thought, oh, I love to be with my children. I want to give them all the attention I can give them, but at the same time, I don't want to feel like a failure only because I'm not constantly winning prizes or selling hundreds of paintings. The problem with the internet and especially social media is that we constantly compare ourselves with others, forgetting that what we see is not reality. I don't post my failed attempts at painting online, so why would other people do so? And I would not share the details about the day at home with a sick child, but only those days in which I was very productive and satisfied with my artistic activities. So success is really nothing objective. It is what you think it is. It is what I think it is. Everyone must define success for themselves. For me, nothing beats the feeling I get when I concluded a week in which I managed to balance family time and work. When I had enough time enough time, but also room in my mind to devote to the actual creating of new artworks, to sketch, to come up with new ideas, and I didn't feel that I neglected my children. Then, if those two things are there, then I feel like a success. It really can be that easy. Oh, and obviously, it also helps to sell paintings every now and then. Otherwise, I would not be so very successful, would I? um, a year after my first child was born, I made a video and I posted that on this channel with tips for artist moms on how to manage. I still think that what I said back then was useful, but now that my husband works more days and we have two kids instead of one, I've become ever more aware of how difficult it is as a mother to find a balance and achieve creative goals. I think I said back then in that video that you have to be kind to yourself. I think that is very important for all mothers, but especially for mother artists, because um, the art business is not really like going to work, having very clear goals, tasks, but you really have to come up with everything yourself. The motivation, the inspiration, the knowledge about marketing, the knowledge about making your website. So it takes a lot of time and also a lot of energy to do all this. And I think that because of that, we mustn't forget to be kind to ourselves every now and then. And when things didn't turn out as they should, for example, you ruin a painting or you wanted to do some of the administration quickly, but it turned out to be more of a job than you thought it would be, then there's no need to punish yourself for that because it is part of the job. I say all this because obviously I am someone who punishes herself. When I thought about making videos again for this channel and taking it more seriously, so doing a video every week, I thought I wanted to do it in a way that was real and honest. But every time I made a little mistake while painting, or if I would record some of my process and it didn't go well, then I would think, oh no, I don't want to show this to others. But today I want to include a bit of painting. um, it is the painting I did on the flower bouquet, and in the end, I decided I will not continue the flower bouquet, and I made a lot of mistakes and bad decisions. It was not only my fault because I blame the weather and the bad working circumstances. So in November I decided to leave my studio in Groningen, which was a very beautiful one. I think it was not huge, but it had huge windows, and so when the weather would change a bit, then it wouldn't matter because I would have the lights anyway, light to work. And right now it is easy for me because my children are going to the daycare in my own village, to just bring them there and then stay in the village and work at home, to use all the time I have well. But I am starting to see the downsides of working here at home because it is very small. And speaking of expectations, I don't know why, but my SD card from the camera says that the card is full when it is not the case, so I cannot record anything anymore with it. And I'm recording this with my mobile phone right now, so I'm sorry if the sound is worse, but anyway, that's the only thing I can do right now, and I will investigate what the problem is later. So yeah, so the expectations from working from home were different than they turn out to be, and yeah, I think that I will be looking for a new place to work if this continues to be a problem. It was especially a problem now because I had to quickly make all these still lifes for an exhibition in the summer, and the still lifes I obviously make from life. So then you really have to have good light, but I intend to work more on plein air and from imagination the coming time. So I hope the room won't be a problem anymore. We will see. It feels a bit like a degradation because I had a beautiful studio and right now I am painting in a small room upstairs. We tend to we tend to think a lot about everything that goes wrong and to forget about our successes. So last week I sold 2 paintings, and in the beginning of the week I got my driver's license, and it really felt like it was my birthday both times. But the day afterwards, all the euphoria from the moment was already gone, and it all seemed to be quite normal. But when I ruin a painting or when I feel bad about what I do, which I have a lot of the time because painting those still lifes is okay, but it feels more like study work, because I already made a lot of still lifes in the beginning when I had just left the art academy, and I like to do it to learn a lot of color, but I have this. I feel this urge to make something bigger and more special. So I felt I was doing that when I was working on those very large paintings a few years ago. But I also had that feeling last year when I started to use photographs as a reference in combination with my own imagination. But still, I see all those arts prizes and competitions go by, and they all ask for portraits, and I never have a portrait that is really worth mentioning. Yeah, I mean, I've made some nice self-portraits in the past, and I did a lot of portrait studies, but what I really would like to do is make something not too large, but well, in quite a size that is really special Like when you look at the portraits from Sargent or from Rapin, something that really tells a story about the person who is to be portrayed. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm saying, but I feel I'm not making something that is really special at the moment. And I also feel that I have it in my power to do so, but I don't really know what to do. So those struggles very often just take over my entire mood, and then I feel I'm not successful because a painter that is not using his full talent can't be successful, right? Well, maybe I'm saying something stupid, but that's what I feel often. It's not that I'm not happy about those still lives, but yeah, I always dream of doing something big. And I feel right now I don't really have the opportunity to do so. So yeah, there are a few things I struggle with, but overall I'm very happy with the way I manage my time. And if I had a better workspace, it would be even better. I would be even more satisfied. The thing is, good things can happen, but I forget about him anyway. And I think that's like that with most people. This flower still life really ruined my mood last Wednesday. But then I came up with a new idea for a portrait of a friend of mine. And I bought some very nice lace fabric, embroidered, and I think it would make a very spectacular portrait. So I hope that soon I will be able to start with some live sessions and share sketches with you. I know I promised, or well, didn't really promise, but I told you about some other plans I had with making paintings inspired by motherhood again. And I will work on them also, but I think that the priority right now is to make a large portrait I would be very proud about. So that's all for today, I think. I hope you enjoyed looking at my painting process. I think that next time I will do a voiceover and talking a bit about what I'm actually doing during the painting, because I had some questions about that. But today I just couldn't find the time and means to do so. So hopefully next week no children will be ill, and I will have all the time I need to make nice content, to paint a lot, and to come up with new nice ideas. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe. I just started taking this channel more seriously, and it would be nice if more people could find my videos, and it would be possible if a lot of people subscribe. So have a nice weekend, and I will see you next week, I hope. Bye.